Hello and welcome to Gargoyle Chronicles. I'm Phillip, and this week we're doing yet another experiment. Hope has been telling me I should try streaming like a real YouTuber, and I've been explaining that that's never going to work because I just can't play bridge and talk at the same time. But she promised to help by coming back and overdubbing the silent parts, talking about what I was thinking about, and maybe correcting me if I say something foolish. So I agreed to give it a try. This week we're going to do board 8 of last week's free instant tournament. Okay, let's give this a try. I've got my coffee cup ready, and in an effort to speed things up, I have a rule for myself. If my coffee gets cold, I have to play a card, so that should help a little bit. Let's finish up board 7 and move on to board 8. You can jump in at any time, Hope.
I'm here, Philip. Just don't let that coffee get too cold or I may run out of things to chat about.
Okay, board 8. I have 10, 19 high card points. It looks like a diamond followed by 2 no trump. I know some people are going to open 2 no trump, but I don't really understand that. If partner's going to pass, I'd rather play a diamond than 2 no trump, and I'm not really afraid of missing the game if he passes a diamond. I've never really understood the point of stretching for a 2 no trump opening bid. So we get to 3 no trump and get a very strange lead of the deuce of dummies bid suit. The robots do like leading singletons against 3 no trump, so it's quite possible this is a stiff heart. It makes more sense than leading from 4 hearts. If it is a singleton, I can pick up what? 1 heart, 3 clubs, maybe 3 diamonds, 1 spade, that's 8 tricks. Ace of spades is surely offside. Ace, jack of hearts, a diamond honor, and the spade ace is a pretty good hand. So my only real chance for a 9th trick is an end play. Is that going to work?
Right. I suppose this is where I'm meant to jump in and fill the silence. So, what does this end play Philip's considering actually look like? Here's the layout. Philip can win the heart, cross to dummy, and lead a diamond to the 10, picking up the diamond suit. Then he can drive out the spade ace, cash his winners, and throw East in with a spade, forcing East to lead away from the heart ace. Lovely in theory. There is, naturally, a catch, as Philip points out.
For an end play to work, I need to find East with jack 9 of spades, and even then, all West has to do is duck the ace of spades, and they keep communication to stop the end play, so it looks pretty hopeless. If I were sure it was a stiff heart, it would be my only chance and I'd go for it, but I'm not that confident. It's a lot to play for when I'm not 100% sure about my inference.
Philip's right to give up on playing for the lead to be a singleton, because if it is, he needs rather too much to be right. But he isn't quite right that the end play is his only chance. In fact, if this really is the layout, he doesn't need an end play at all. There's a better line here, and the defense can't do a thing about it. Once East diamond honor drops, Philip has 2 entries to dummy in diamonds. So he can simply take 2 spade finesses.
I think I'm better off just hoping I'm wrong, and he actually led from length and dummy's bid suit. And the Jack of Hearts makes it look likely. I don't think I've ever seen the robots false card at trick 1. They do play top of touching honors in the middle of the hand sometimes, but I've never seen them do that at trick 1. So it looks as though West might actually have ace-10 fourth of hearts, as strange as that seems. So what does that give me? 3 heart tricks, 3 clubs is 6, a spade is 7, a diamond is 8. I need either a second spade trick or a second diamond trick. So if I lead a heart and he ducks and I play the 8 and that holds, do I go after spades or diamonds? I'm not going to worry about that yet. We'll see if it happens. And it doesn't happen. Okay, so he made that decision for me. I could play the 10 in case he's led away from ace-jack, but he's just as likely to have led away from ace-9, maybe even more likely. So I'll just play the 7. The ace of spades is on side, so I've got 9 winners now. He wouldn't be leading the 9 with jack 9, so the jack of spades is on my left. And I'm guessing jack third. I can't imagine leading a heart from ace-10 fourth in this auction when you have jack fourth in the unbid major. I mean, even jack third in the unbid major. It's wrong to lead a heart, so. But jack fourth, it's just impossible. So if he has jack third of spades and ace-10 fourth of hearts, what does it give East? If he has, what's my best play in diamonds? If I play a diamond to the 10, I pick up king doubleton, queen doubleton, or king queen third. Those are all equally likely, so that's 3 cases. If I play a diamond to the 7, I pick up king 9 third, queen 9 third. That's 2 cases, so a diamond to the 10 is my percentage play if I don't know how diamonds are splitting.
That's very nearly right. Let's just tidy up one detail. Suppose you lead a diamond from dummy and East follows low. East can hold king queen third, king doubleton, king 9 third, or queen 9 third. Each of those holdings comes up twice because the spot cards can be switched between East and West. So they're all equally likely, and for simplicity, we can count each one as a single case. Now, low to the 10 picks up 3 of those cases. Low to the 7 picks up 2. So far, all perfectly sensible. But Phillip has missed one extra possibility. Low to the 10 also picks up king-queen tight offside. When you cash the ace, next, the missing honor drops, just not from the hand you were expecting. King-queen tight occurs only once, so it's half as likely as any of the other cases. That makes low to the 10 a 3.5 to 2 favorite rather than a 3 to 2 favorite. And yes, we've ignored 4-1 breaks altogether. That's fine. We're not trying to work out the exact percentages here. We're only comparing one play with the other. And it's pretty clear that adding the 4-1 breaks isn't going to turn the odds on their head.
If I know he has 3 diamonds, then a diamond to the 7 picks up king 9 third or queen 9 third, and a diamond to the 10 picks up king queen third. So a diamond to the 7 is my best play if he knows he has 3 diamonds.
Again, Phillip's forgotten king-queen tight offside. If we know East has 3 diamonds, playing a diamond to the 7 is still best, but only by 2 to 1.5, not 2 to 1.
So I'm assuming he has 5 spades, 2 hearts. If he has 3 diamonds, he has 3 clubs. If he has 2 diamonds, he has 4 clubs, and 3 clubs and 4 clubs are equally likely. So I have no reason to believe he has either 2 or 3 diamonds. Although if I run hearts and he pitches a club, that's a good inference that he started with 3. So let's see what happens if I play hearts. So I get a spade pitch and a club pitch. So let me think about this again. Is it possible from his point of view I have 4 clubs? It would give me 2, 3, 4, 4. And it means I started with king and a spade, which is of course impossible because there's no way West didn't lead a spade from queen jack 4th in this auction. But the robots don't draw those conclusions. So I think a human East would know that I don't have 4 clubs. A robot East probably thinks it's still possible. King and 1. King 3rd of hearts, ace queen 4th or ace king 4th of diamonds, whichever honor he's missing, and ace queen 4th of clubs. It's a perfectly possible hand from East's point of view. So I don't think he would pitch a club from 10/4 or 9/4. It's perfectly safe from 8/4 or 6/4.
Right. Phillip's back in the tank. What's bothering him this time? I assume he's wondering whether 10/4 or 9/4 of clubs would be enough to stop East from pitching one. Right. Let's start with 10/4. If West has Jack Doubleton, Declarer can cash the ace. And King. Then finesse East out of the 10. Jack 9 Doubleton doesn't help either. Declarer can drop both honors, then finesse the 8. Mind you, he still has to choose that line. He might decide to play for the clubs to be 3-3 instead. So a human East, if he thought Declarer had 4 clubs, would hang on to the suit and leave Declarer with the guess. Fair enough. But the robots assume Declarer is double dummy, so a robot East would have no hesitation about pitching from 10/4. Add the 8 or 9 though, and things change. Now a club pitch could cost a trick by force, so East won't make it. 9/4 works much the same way. If West has Jack 10 Doubleton, pitching from 9/4 can't cost double dummy, but pitching from 9/8 can. So what does that leave us with? There are 35 possible 4-card club holdings for East. That's simply the number of ways he can hold 4 of the 7 clubs held by East-West. Now, suppose East has the 10-9. He needs 2 more cards from the 5 lower clubs, and there are 10 ways to choose those 2. So 10 of the 35 holdings are headed by the 10-9. The 10-8 and 9-8 holdings work similarly. In each case, there are 4 eligible lower clubs left, and 6 ways to choose 2 of them. That gives us 22 4-card holdings out of 35 that East won't pitch from. So when he does throw a club, it isn't certain that he started with 3, but it's still almost 2-1 that he did.
So I think I have good reason to believe that East is 5-2-3-3. So my best play is a diamond of the 7. Or I could go for the sucker play. I could, if I think West would hop with honor Doubleton, then I can come to my hand and lead a small diamond. If he hops, I finesse his partner for the other honor. And if he doesn't hop, I assume he doesn't have an honor. I play the jack and then finesse East for king, queen, 3rd. So that way, well, for one thing, I pick up king 9 Doubleton or queen 9 Doubleton on my left, which finessing the 7 wouldn't do. So I pick up all Doubleton honors. I pick up king, queen, 3rd on my right. The only thing I lose to is king, queen tied on my left. So that may well have been my percentage play from the start, even before I figured out how diamonds split. Am I confident the robot would hop without a doubleton? I'm pretty sure he would. I think that's a safe bet. So that's how I'm going to play it. He hops. And my only problem now is I might lose to King-Queen doubleton, but I'm still making my contract even if that happens. Assuming he's out of spades. There we go. Making 4. I'm pulling it out because my laptop screen is blocking the claim button. So that's 93%. Gives me a grand total of 79. That's not a bad showing. So thanks for your help, Hope. Maybe we'll do this again. We'll see.
Glad I could be of service, Philip. That wasn't so painful, was it? And you managed the whole board in under 60 minutes. We'll call that a brisk one. If you played this board too, pop your line in the comments. I always enjoy seeing the different routes people take. If this helped, give the video a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. And do have a look at the Gargoyle Chronicles website. We've got some interactive videos there that simply don't work on YouTube. You'll find them in the Bridge Movies playlist, and you can subscribe there as well. And remember, Bridge is the last game standing where humans still outplay the computers. Let's keep the edge sharp. I'm Hope, and this is Gargoyle Chronicles. See you next time. Bye.